everybody.
Hi.
Hey, this is
No
Gloss.
Gloss.
And we are back with our mom button on our part 2 of parenting, raising 5 kids, being pastors, homeschooling our kids, having all 5 kids naturally. What a boss.
I didn't know she'd come back after last week.
I know. I'm so glad you're back.
Oh,
Thank
I'm so
you.
excited.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Okay, she's thriving right now. Like
She's
absolutely
loving it.
thriving. Obviously we had some really good conversation last week and some really, really good takeaways. But you know, on par, I think I need to talk about a couple jokes. I have a couple mom
need to
jokes because
come-
we're talking about parenting here for a little bit. Also, Easter was incredible.
So good.
And you are so close to having baby girl.
No.
So
Oh
much
my
so that
goodness.
we're getting matching nails.
Yes.
And having a little BG, baby Godsey.
Mhm.
Because I still don't know the name.
Sorry.
I mean, come
Right?
on. I know, but it's okay. It'll be so fun when it's revealed.
It's like
when you get
everyone's
there
asking.
and you have her and you're like, world, welcome, Casey Noel Godsey. It's going to be beautiful.
I already promised Ryan it was Ryan Ann.
Oh! Now that's hilarious. Ryan Ann. Okay, all right, here we go. Are you ready? This has been a kind of a crazy week, but now it's like, whew, let's take a little breather. So much fun. Easter's so fun. He is risen. He's risen indeed. The best. I think Easter's my favorite.
Really?
Well, it's one of my
Over
favorites.
Christmas?
Oh, I love Christmas, but Easter's
Born or
so
risen?
fun because it's like, what is the saying from the video? It's Friday.
But
Sunday's
Sunday's coming.
coming.
Yeah, I love that. It just like does something in me. It lights a fire in me. Okay, here's a really funny a couple things about being a mom. Raising kids is like folding a fitted sheet. No one really knows how, but we're all just trying. Isn't that true?
It is.
It's so hard. Why are those
It's the
things
worst.
so darn hard to fold?
That
It is
elastic, man.
unbelievable. Okay, here's another one. I absolutely love being a mom, but I also love being alone in Target. Honestly, nothing like it. It's so crazy when you're actually alone somewhere. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Mm.
I mean, wow. You're gonna
whole
know
new
this
world.
really, really soon.
Yep.
I don't know that you'll ever want to leave baby girl though.
I won't.
Yeah, and then this is the other thing when they're little. Silence as a mom is never peaceful. It is always suspicious, right?
Right.
Everything's fine when you hear them, and then all of a sudden the house goes quiet, and you're like, what on
What's
earth could they be doing? Eating toilet paper, or like
Exactly.
they're doing something crazy. Okay, so we are going to dive right in to pick up where we left off. Everybody is loving our last episode.
Yes.
Mom,
Mom, you may make us pop off.
yeah, she's going to make us go viral.
This could be it for
Yes.
us.
I
Yeah.
am trying.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in. Like this kind of get heavy revy right away. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So how did hardship shape the way you parented, going through hard things?
I think hardship gave my kids an example of how I prayed, how I stood firm in
Yeah.
what we knew what was right.
Yeah.
And also, they would see the weak part of us too.
Mm.
And we would be really honest with that and say, we need you to pray for us.
Yeah.
So I feel like we didn't hide our hardships from the kids.
Mm-hmm.
They were right in there with us as they were old enough to handle it.
Yeah. Talk to like any parents that maybe are listening and are try to just like not involve their kids in anything hard, anything scary, anything bad. Talk to about that a little bit, how to merge that kind of into life.
Yeah, I think it's important for them to see what you struggle with, too, to know it's not normal to never have a struggle
Mm-hmm.
and to know how to handle it when you do.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, really good. Okay, so obviously this has been a difficult year for all of us. This last year, our dad passed away, the best man in the world. So how did things shift for you as a mom going through that? So all of us are grown, we're married with kids. How did things shift for you going through that kind of, and we're still walking through it.
Yeah. The thing that shifted the most was how I had to let them carry me through it all.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to carrying them,
Mm-hmm.
growing up and all that. But we both, their dad and I, had to let them carry us.
Yeah.
And to be able to not, just to be how we felt and know that God would give them. They were struggling too, but their priority was to carry us.
Yeah. Yeah. Powerful. Even so much so that we all were like, we need to have more kids because there's like 5 of us, surrounding mom and dad during like the worst time of our lives.
Yeah.
I remember looking at Dustin, I'm like, we gotta have more kids. And here we are. Okay.
Are you
So
taking that seriously? Or?
I mean, in the
Come
moment,
on.
I was like, we need to have more kids just because what a legacy. And I think it just, you look at 5 kids, loving God, serving the house of God, changing people's lives, absolutely incredible people. And then, it's like, man, let's bring some more good into this world. So what helped you keep going during this time, like over this last year?
Definitely step by step.
Yeah.
And that was our theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Casey brought it to us in the beginning, and it was definitely step by step.
Yeah.
And you've heard the saying, one day at a time.
Yeah.
It's every 15 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Or every 5 minutes at a time. Because
or even one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay because our journey is never laid out for us.
Right.
We don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
So step by step.
Yeah, and if we knew what was coming, I think we'd mess it all up.
Oh, for sure.
We'd try to control it. We'd try to, I mean, everything. It would just go south. So obviously there's a reason that we do small steps at a time.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And I think during that time, like, obviously doctor's visits and calendaring and phone calls and all the things that me and Binker were running around, to work to make happen. And we felt that like we need to be strong for y'all. So we'd find ourselves in the hospital bathroom breaking down, hugging each other like, okay, we can do this. We gotta be strong. So I think that's beautiful that your kids are not just, it's not just humans that you're raising, but they're adults and friends and people that in the end can really carry you. I think that's really powerful.
A lifeline.
And all 5 of them had their role.
Yeah.
And it was so amazing to watch everybody in their own gifting pouring into us.
Yeah. Totally.
And even Steve and Lindsay coming as often as they could.
Yeah.
Just, it was like amazing to see them work.
Yeah. Everybody made sacrifices and everybody showed up, each in their own way. It was really powerful. Yeah. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's drop some wisdom here on parenting. What lessons about raising kids still matter today?
Communication.
So good.
Being present.
Mm-hmm.
Having them in church as much as you can and teaching them God's word.
Yep.
Having fun with them.
Yep.
Making the family a fun place to be.
Yeah.
Where the kids are like, oh, I don't want to miss family night. Or things like that are so important.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
And affirmation is huge.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about how you guys did that, how you made that a part of our lives.
Every birthday and occasion that we could, we would have everybody bless the one who was having a birthday or whatever, and we all do that today. And the kids, no matter what age, love it. They sit around, listen attentively, and really think through how they want to bless the person.
Right.
And if that lesson is learned in life, it'll really make sure you're successful.
Yeah, definitely. And you really champion that in the family. and you really made that a part. Even like you had talked to me about before, like dad didn't grow up with that necessarily,
Right.
but
Right.
that was something that the both of you agreed upon. So I
Yes.
think that's important for families too. Even if you're not naturally wired that way,
For
make
sure.
it something that you
Yes.
value. So there's no days off. Like we don't tell, or there's no person that in the circle you can't share because you don't want to. It's
Right.
everybody can dig deep and find an encouragement for somebody.
Yeah. And I've saved things that was said about me on my birthday that somebody wrote for me as they were
Yeah.
being said.
Yeah.
And honestly, I learned all this from my dad and
Mm.
brought it
Yeah.
to our family.
Yeah.
And now they're bringing it to their families.
Yeah. And now we all do it with all the
Yes.
grandkids. It doesn't matter what age, all the way down to Sadie and Mason.
Yes.
We're saying, what do you love about whoever's birthday it is? And they've learned to really take it deep too.
Mhm.
Like it's not
Yeah.
just like I love them or they're nice.
Right.
Like they definitely have meaningful things that they love about each other. It's really valuable, especially in a world where everything is negative.
Right.
And the world is relentless at devaluing people. And I
Mhm.
think as a family, you guys did that really well of making sure we attach value to people.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that you had 5 different personalities. I mean, Whitney's alone. Unbelievable. How did you manage and how did you approach raising 5 very different human beings?
You have to really make it intentional to know each one
Mhm.
and to know
Yeah.
how to discipline each one, how each one reacts,
Yeah.
what works. You can't just throw something out to everybody because everybody's so unique.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I liked about homeschooling. I was able to tailor things to how they learned the best
Right.
or responded the best.
Yeah.
But it does take effort.
Yeah. Tell us about each one of the kids and our different
Okay.
personalities.
Lindsay, the meaning of her name is refreshing spirit. If you know her, you will know that is so true.
Yes, 100%.
Dustin, brave fighter.
Oh,
If
I thought
you-
it was good little donkey.
Ryan, little king.
Aw.
Oh.
Casey, courageous leader.
Ooh.
And
Oh
Whitney
boy.
is seeker of wisdom.
Ooh.
Wow.
My name means peacemaker, and Bill's name was resolute protector.
Wow. Man,
And so-
we were
Fire.
stacked. we were
we
stacked.
tried to speak that over the kids,
Yeah.
and I really feel they all rose to what their names meant,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is so cool.
Yeah, are you still seeking wisdom, Whit? Or?
Always, every day.
Okay, so what do you think made our family dynamic strong?
For one, nobody better mess with one of our family.
Oh, don't you
Mm.
dare.
They were loyal. We
Yeah.
stuck together.
Yep.
We no matter what went on, it all came back to we are family,
Yep.
and we will take care of each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you guys instilled that in us.
Yes.
Family has each
Yes.
other's backs.
Yeah. Brothers and sisters love each other.
Yep.
You don't diss on them, or if anybody else does, you don't join in.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. What do you hope that, so as you're raising your kids, they got married, they have grandkids, what did you hope that they carried into their homes?
For sure, the affirmation element.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, all the things that we tried to instill: communication, hearts for God,
Yep.
kindness,
Yeah.
loving the people that are less fortunate, such
Yeah.
as the Dream Center
Yeah.
is all.
So would you say I'm making you the most proud?
Oh, stop that.
I just want to make sure I hear this correctly.
I am equally proud of every one of them. And also, let me just say who they married.
Yeah.
Amazing how
Yeah.
God answered our prayer for the best people for each of them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. And we're still like Jordy, we love him, but Just kidding. He's the best. He actually applied to be a guest on the podcast. So if you didn't know, there's a little commercial break. There is a place if you would like to be a guest on our podcast, you can apply in our link tree. But Jordy applied, so we are considering. Let's just say it's in consideration.
It's in our pray long and hard pile.
Oh my gosh, we would be laughing the entire time. It would not stop. Okay, so what is a parenting moment that still makes you laugh? I know there's
Caramel
probably
apple.
Oh my
The
goodness.
caramel apple.
That was Lindsay. When she was little, very little, she was sitting in her high chair.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I'm not sure why she had a caramel apple
That's
in her
honestly
hand.
concerning.
But I was with my sister, and I was sitting right by her, and she bopped me in the head with it. And I go, no, Lindsay, no. Look me straight in the eye, bop me again.
Oh my goodness
It was.
gracious.
Anyway, it ended up being hilarious.
No, was this just a couple years ago?
It was so funny, but that was hilarious. And then there was one time when somebody did something and nobody would fess up. And so
Oh, the
the
elephant.
dad decided
The dad.
The dad?
he had to spank everybody,
Yeah.
Not me.
not
Yeah.
except the baby.
So is there a reason she didn't get spanked?
She was a
Of
baby.
course.
Oh,
I was a
But-
baby.
she's just
I
out there
was-
seeking
I'm
wisdom.
still a baby.
And that was one parenting thing we did not agree with. I was outside crying.
Oh,
Aw.
I remember when you spanked me one time and the spoon broke, the wooden
You were
spoon.
laughing.
Oh, and I started laughing so hard because it just didn't hurt. I know that's
boy.
so disrespectful. Lord forgive me. But I
You learned
remember.
your lesson at least.
Oh, I learned mine. Look at me now. Just
Little
look
rebel.
at me now.
Yeah.
Oh, little courageous leader.
Yes.
Okay, so what is something you would do differently now when you look back?
Honestly, I don't think I would do anything differently because I did the best I could with what I had.
Come on.
I
think
would-
that's powerful.
I would never say I have regrets as a parent. Sure, there's things I could have done better or, wish I wouldn't have, but not a regret.
Yeah.
And it was a joy, a
Yeah.
total joy.
My middle
Yeah.
name.
See?
There it is again.
That's right.
I think that's good for anyone listening, any season in life, parenting, whatever it might be, that there's always going to be things. If you
Yes.
look back, you're like, oh, I should have done this, but you did the best you could in that moment.
Yes.
And there's no reason to dwell on the past. There's no reason to dwell on, I wish I would have,
No.
why didn't I? You will drive yourself insane, but knowing with every moment, I did the very best that I could
Mhm.
in that moment, and then we're just going to trust that it turns out all right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good.
And did you always want 5 kids, Mom?
No, we never came, in our marriage, we never talked about a number.
Wow.
It was just, I always wanted to wait a
Mhm.
while in between because I wanted them to stay little and have all my attention.
Yeah.
So the kids are like 3.5 years apart. Casey and Ryan were 2 years apart, and I thought that was
Aw.
too close.
Oh,
But
which we are really good friends now.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
goodness, yes,
I mean, we all
And-
are, but we are definitely close.
yes. And I always wanted one more after Whitney, but God never gave us one more.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You wanted 6,
Well,
or you just were like, I want another one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
and that's it for another podcast. That story.
Totally.
But after 4, you definitely was like, we want another one.
Oh yes.
You saw this courageous leader.
You
and
were
you're
like,
uh-oh, we need
But
another
you
one.
weren't quite sure if I would come.
Right.
Whitney was a miracle baby.
I'm
honestly.
waiting for that. That's what I
Yeah.
was getting
Oh,
at.
my
This has
God.
been painful.
Let's just
Okay.
tell you, you're a miracle. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah.
Long story short, Bill had a vasectomy. I went along with it.
Snip, snap.
A few weeks or a month later, I started grieving because I wanted another baby.
Oh.
I prayed, interceded. I was on my face.
Oh.
Long story short, I didn't want him to feel bad.
Yeah.
So I just asked God to work something out.
Yeah.
Long story short, he had a reversal. Whitney was
Not
born.
many men would ever do that.
I know.
Yeah.
He went through the most for her.
Yeah.
But we had Whitney, and I wanted one more and never had another one.
Wow.
So this was what God had for us.
You were meant to be the baby.
Wow.
Wow, that's powerful. Okay, what is a moment, Mom, that you felt really proud of your kids?
Aw.
I would have to say this last season, I could not have been any prouder. Their dad knew without a shadow of a doubt that he was their hero, that they would lay down their lives for him, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I have never been prouder
Yeah.
than this last season.
Yeah. So much. Remember that funny thing I always tell you, that when we were talking with Dad and he was trying to tell us something, and I'm like, Dad, are you worried that that Mom won't be taken care of? And he goes, not at all. I'm not worried at all. He knew that his kids were going to take care of you. And I think we're doing pretty good.
You guys are off the chart. The kids, the families have been my strength.
Yeah.
And our amazing church.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, don't want to do life without community, for sure.
No.
Okay, so let's do this one thing. What is one thing that you want us and people to remember as they raise their own families? Just give us a nugget of truth.
Okay. First of all, read Proverbs. It'll tell you how to raise your kids.
Yeah.
In every way. But one thing I would want is to love Jesus with all their hearts, to be kind to people, and to always lift people up. Whatever you affirm people with is what they will rise to.
Come on. Yeah, that's
So
really
good.
powerful. Well, I don't want to add to that, or I think that's a
Nothing else.
great ending. Thank you, Mom, for taking your time. Your check is in the mail. We're super grateful for you being on this podcast.
It's actually massive.
Can't wait.
You're going to be blessed. You are going to be blessed. Thank you to all of our listeners. Make sure that you subscribe, share, comment, send us your feedback. We do have our daily declarations you can download, and our daily prayers. And then we will have some information, a handout as well after this podcast, from some of the really good nuggets of truth that Mom brought to us on both of these episodes. So anyways, for now, we are No Gloss.